Hi guys, I'm here with my daughter Emma.
Hi.
And we were having a conversation about all souls. And being an old soul is when you feel older than the age you reflect, and you feel you embody wisdom, and you are more inclined to insightful topics and spirituality, and what else, like you feel sort of like you don't belong, like you don't fit well or easily with peers, and maybe you have like easier conversations with adults, like would you
Yeah.
say something like that?
Sometimes it could be.
Yeah, and I mean, like, for the longest time, anybody that has met Emma, like, they always say to me afterwards, she's an old soul. And I'm like, I know. And it maybe all it is that, like, knowing who you really are, and what your likes and dislikes are, just kind of like get to know yourself a little better, right?
Yeah.
Without labeling yourself, I always say. But why do you think that you are an old soul? Like, what would you say that?
I'd say I'm an old soul because, first of all, if you're an old soul, you might not get along with certain people of your age
True, yeah.
because they might not have that depth inside of them, It's like you can't have a serious conversation with them and, talk about your feelings and stuff. And for me, it's very important for somebody to have that, to have it in a friendship, because you need to have that level of depth for you to be able to go to them for stuff. And
I don't know, if can you be a grown up and be an old soul that is unaware of being an old soul? I don't know. But I think it's more easily recognized when you are in your younger years. So if we can find that out somehow, like we just did a test not too long ago. There's some other ones that are kind of like more
in depth, maybe a bit more accurate.
Yeah, but we did a short one, and yes, she was an old soul. So, but yeah, like maybe if you want to check it out, like just you can Google some tests, and there's some other things about the type of your personality type, and but stay tuned for all the other ones, because we want to keep the conversation going. It's all about creating a little community, real people just sharing real experiences, and hopefully we can connect. So if you wanna like this video and give us a comment, we'll love to hear from you. We're here to help. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm here with Emma.
Hi.
And we were talking about anxiety today. And I know that we all experience some anxiety at some point, but sometimes it can get so high or so intense that it doesn't allow us to do our day-to-day activities.
So that's when it comes to an anxiety disorder.
That's when it comes to an anxiety disorder, exactly. So we were just exchanging some thoughts, and like I was thinking, like I used to feel, and I'm sure some of you experience that, like the feeling of like the Sunday, like that anxious feeling of like, oh my God, like tomorrow's Monday, I have to go to work, like, and it's something that you may not have something pending or a presentation or something, but like you feel it anyway. So you were saying that you experienced something like that.
Yeah, I've experienced that. Sometimes I can even get like worried, even if it's like nothing big's happening that day, even from like a Wednesday to a Thursday, just that kind of fear that you get later into the night, like you're gonna have to go back to school tomorrow. So with that.
So I think like the point here is how, like, if that stops you from, oh my God, you stopped?
No.
Oh. If that stops us from
Little
doing things, right? Like, so would you say that feeling stopped you from doing something? Like, how did you identify that it was a problem or
For me,
a
that
disorder? Yeah.
well, it wasn't really that bad. It was just something that I'd feel in the night, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or like during the day, you know, having to know that I have to get back to all this work and stuff. But another thing that I felt is that like when I'm having a conversation with somebody, or if I have to ask somebody for something, that I get this feeling that I'd want to say it, but I couldn't, and it would be very like not very intense, but kind of intense, and that, you know, it'd be like stopping me from like just saying what I need to say, and I have to kind of give myself like a mental preparation, like a countdown kind of thing, to be able to say what I wanted to say. You know, it's kind of like not scary, but like I didn't want to do it.
Yeah. And I mean, I had my experience with anxiety too. But I wanna I guess relate more to kids, just because like I think for adults, well, thank God, like, you know, right now mental health is not a stigma anymore, but I think is easier for us adults
To handle it than
yeah.
kids do, because you have more experience and knowledge, you know, to be able to deal with it. But as kids, we don't have that, and it's not developed fully yet.
Yeah.
So it's easier to kind of know that somebody else is feeling the way you feel, at least.
Excellent. And so when that was happening, like, and it was intense at some point, like, what were the things that you did to cope when you had anxious feelings? Because we know that if if you become so fearful, you can have even panic attacks, right? So what were the things that you would do to cope?
There weren't a lot of things. It's more just, you know, doing what you like and trying to calm yourself down, or, you know, just listening to music, or taking maybe like a 5-minute break from your work just to do it, you know, to relax yourself so you don't feel as, you know, stressed. And what else? Be proactive. Try to be as proactive as you can to minimize that fear. Like if you have an assignment due, then try to do it earlier on in the week, or be ahead of schedule, just so you won't feel like you're behind at all.
Excellent. And drawing helped you a lot too, right? So there you go. Like, hopefully you can get some tips, and to know that you are not alone, that we, like, those feelings are truly there, and we can deal with them. Yes?
Yeah.
Keep tuning. Bye. Is it's a condition called aphantasia, and she was reading about it, and she went like, I have this, and I'm like, what do you have? Imagine kids diagnosing themselves. But then when she explained to me, I was like, oh my God, I have it too. So aphantasia is
Basically when you're blind in your mind's eye,
okay.
which means that when you try to picture something in your head, you can't see anything. It's complete darkness. And
Okay.
it doesn't stop at home.
I know, yeah. How to continue? It's just that when it asks for low, like, it shows the lower power mode. Wow. Continue. It's fine. So we'll do a little exercise. You can try it at home, and just kind of self-diagnose yourself too. So for me, if you can guide me, I'll close my eyes.
Okay. So basically what you're going to want to do is to close your eyes. Think of an apple. make the apple red. Make it have little freckles on it, or, you know, some melatonin levels. So we're talking about skin. But make it have a stem, a nice brown stem with a green leaf, a little bit folded to the right side. Where is this apple? What is the setting? You know, is it on a tree? Is it on the ground? Is it being tossed around? Now open your eyes. On a scale from 0 to 10, how much could you see the apple? 0 being you couldn't see it at all and that your mind was completely dark. And 10 that it was like so vivid and that you could basically picture in real life. And if you wanted to, you can like make it just from memory.
Okay. Sorry, was the -1 an option? No.
Yeah.
Completely black for me.
Same with me. And the funny thing is that most people fall on a scale from 4 to 6. So that means that having aphantasia, not being able to see in your mind, is not the normal. Only 2 to 3% of people have it, and only 1 to 2% of people have hyperphantasia, which is basically like the 10, right? You have like the most vivid images in your head. Like it could basically be real, and that it's like you can make blueprints
smell
if you
it.
wanted to.
You can even taste it, kind of thing, right?
So you can picture yourself like in different points of views, first person, second person, third person. You know, you could picture yourself biting the apple and like those little, like everything, you know?
But I wonder if you can actually develop
Yeah.
a way to
do it. Because it's not clear if you're born with it or if it's something that kind of goes away as you grow up, or if it just randomly goes away, if it's caused by trauma, like,
yeah.
if your mind blocks it out.
Aphantasia is a thing. So anyways, there you go. A little bit of information about something that I didn't know. I'm not sure if you did, but I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Ciao. Tell me something, Emma.